Welcome to the Candyverse. Today, we're going to talk about one of the quiet wounds almost every artist carries. I want to have my own style, but everything I make feels like a cheap copy of someone else. If this has happened to you, you scroll through your favorite artist feeds, you try to draw something of your own, and a voice in your head says, "This is literally X, but worse." It's normal to think you don't have a style or that you're just copying. The first thing you need to understand, something almost nobody tells you, is this. Your style is not a magical source that suddenly turns on. It's a strange mix of three things: what you consume, what you choose to emphasize, your personal limits and quirks. When you see someone with a very defined style, what you're seeing is the result of years of combining influences, decisions, and obsessions. The problem is that on social media, you only see someone's season 6, and you compare it to your pilot episode. On top of that, there's a constant fear. If I study this artist, am I copying them? If I like how they draw eyes, is it plagiarism to do something similar? Here's a key distinction almost no one explains. Copying to learn. Study, analysis, sketches you don't sell or sign as your own. Copying to pretend. Tracing a style and presenting it as if it were yours or original. The first one is necessary. The second one is unethical, and it also limits you. Because when you only imitate a style, you never build the muscles needed to make your own decisions. The question is not, how do I draw without resembling anyone? That's impossible. We all come from a mix of things we've seen, read, and played. The real question is, how do I make a combination that's so honest and consistent that it feels like mine, even if you can trace the influences? Instead of obsessing over not copying anything, the trick is to copy better. Understand what you like about an artist, mix it with other references, filter it through your way of seeing the world, and repeat that process enough times that it becomes instinct. Think about your favorite artists. If you line them up, you'll probably notice things in common. How they draw hands, eye styles, color palettes, body types, recurring themes. They're also the result of mixing. The difference is that they already went through the phase of feeling like they were just copying, and they kept going long enough for that mix to settle. So instead of punishing yourself for resembling someone, use that feeling as a compass. If you notice you look too much like one single artist, it's a sign you need to add more ingredients to the mix, more references, more personal themes, more conscious decisions about what you want people to feel when they see your work. Your style is not a destination. It's the direction you walk in when you choose what to keep and what to let go from the things that inspire you. Let's move on to the practical part. How do you find your style without falling into copy-paste? First, change the question. Don't look for my final style forever. Look for your decision-making system. Here are some concrete steps. Build an honest stealing library. Create folders with artists you love. One for color, another for composition, another for character design, another for expressions. The goal isn't to copy one artist entirely, but to steal one specific thing from each. To private studies, not fake portfolios. Draw fan art, copy poses. Try to recreate styles, but as training, not as my official work. These studies can live in your sketchbook, your notes, files you never post. They're your gym, not your public show. Mix references on purpose. When you make a serious illustration, choose your ingredients intentionally. From this artist, how they simplify faces. From another, the color palette. From this one, the energy of the poses. And from your own life, a gesture, clothing, a situation. This keeps you from cloning a single influence and forces your brain to combine ideas. Define your personal rules. Your style also lives in your limits. My characters always exaggerate hands and eyes. I almost never use detailed backgrounds. I prefer thick lines and flat colors. My bodies are more elastic than realistic. They're not eternal laws, but if you repeat them enough, they become part of your visual DNA. Use comparison to your advantage. Instead of asking, do I have a style yet? Ask yourself, what do my last 20 drawings have in common? You might not see it yet, but others probably do. Recurring themes, certain proportions, a specific vibe. That's already the seed of your style. You just haven't recognized it yet. Have brutal patience. Your style today won't be the same in 5 years. And that's a good thing. If you let it evolve, while you keep practicing and publishing, people will grow alongside you. The key to not copying isn't isolating yourself from the world, but being honest about your influences and working long enough for the mix to become hard to separate into pieces. Your work will remind people of others, yes, but it will also sound like you. One more thing. You don't need to be perfect to contribute. Sharing your process, your mixes, your doubts, doesn't make you a judge. It makes you a fellow traveler. When you talk about style from this honesty, you're not standing on the pedestal of, I've already figured it out, but on the one that says, I'm building mine, and this is what's helping me. That connects 1,000 times more than pretending you were born with a unique line. If this video calmed the anxiety of, I don't have a style, and gave you concrete steps, leave a like and send it to that artist who's about to quit drawing. Subscribe if you want to keep exploring the mental and technical side of drawing. Follow me. This is the Candyverse.